Hey, Taurus. Seekers. Let's have a reading for July and a little bit of June. Or any other time you see fit to join the existential ship. Working with the Rider-Waite Tarot. You have a babushka-like existence right now. You have bubbles within a bubble within a bubble. One bubble is serene, gorgeous. Birds are chirping. Flowers are blooming. Weather is lovely. And another bubble where there is war. And they don't clash. And yet you're somehow in both. 8 of Cups. And you don't really have a choice but to stay away. It's not something you choose. It's circumstantial. Call it the universe, call it God, call it fate, karma, dharma, whatever you call it. It put you in the bubble you're in while you're conscientious of the other bubble, and you can't jump between the two. Just your consciousness constantly jumping between the two, but physically you cannot. So, you're focusing on the now, on the positive. It's almost like you're forced to focus on the glass half full and on the beauty and on the togetherness and the success. And you could say that that's great because it is, but you're having mixed feelings. The Buddha chose to go to hell. So did Jesus, because that's where they are needed. What is it that I can do in heaven? The work that is needed is in hell. But they won't let you go there. 8 of Wands, justice, and the world, because you have finalized that karma. You're not supposed to do that anymore. When I say karma, I don't mean something bad that you were punished for, that you had to. Something that you chose to do, that you needed to do, that was important for you to do. But now it's no longer your job. 10 of Cups, the Devil, 7 of Wands. Now your job is to be devilishly selfish. With your joy. With your focus on the self. The big picture can be happy and fulfilled when the individuals or the pieces that form that big picture are happy and fulfilled. The greater good can never be achieved by miserable individuals, because everyone in a group is miserable, then the group is miserable. And if you want a group to be happy, then its individuals need to be happy. So the best way for you to help the world right now, or your bubbles of war and hell, is by being happy and focusing on your success, on your joy, and the good that is in front of you, that is available to you in your relationships, one-on-one relationships, more so than great grand affairs in the world. The Justice in the World card, they show that you've done that. And it's almost like it's your time to be happy, Taurus. It's your time to be happy. But, the guilt makes you not focus, right? There is a relationship here, a partnership. Four of Wands, the Devil, Ten of Cups. It's both friendship and sexual. It's great. Can you focus on that? Can you enjoy that? Or are you looking to bring in the battle just so that you don't feel like you're abandoning those who are in battle? King of Swords. You will be able to do both, but you gotta balance the extreme by being in the other extreme for a little bit. You gotta balance having been so much into self-sacrifice and there for the greater good and for others by being there completely for yourself. And at one point, once you've learned to do that too properly, then your system will be able to find its, the third path, the middle way of doing this and that. But right now, you can't do this and that because your system will immediately lean into the greater good. But again, if you're constantly sacrificing yourself for the greater good, you are moving farther and farther away from the greater good. How to be selfish. Crash course for Taurus. It's foreign for you guys. Seven of Cups. Feels delusional for you guys. You're like, what is that? It's interesting. I have Eight of Wands and underneath Seven of Wands, and now I have Eight of Cups and underneath Seven of Cups. 8787. If you stop making it about your ego of wanting to be the hero, it will be easier. Helping others is not egoic. Yes, it is. Because you get to be the hero. You get to be the one who helps others. You could get to be admired. You get to have the good karma. It's called spiritual ego. It's okay. We all have it. Better than not have it, because that is something that also, inspires and catalyzes people to do things for others, to help others, whether you help others because you want the credit or you help others for the sake of helping others. Bottom line, you're helping others, so that's okay, as long as you don't feel now that now they owe you, right? If it's a business transaction that they did not sign up for, and that's not very kind. Not really. It's just a way of getting what you want and being perceived as righteous. And honestly, it's just focusing on the nonsense and getting lost in the delusion. By refusing to be happily selfish, you enact selfishness and no one is happy. So stay in the movement. Stay in the movement. Interesting. Flow with what comes. An opportunity comes along, embrace it, enjoy it. See what it's trying to tell you, where it's trying to take you to. When you struggle and resist and combat these things, it's because you're insisting on the combat. You can't go there, so you're bringing it here. Of course, there's karma here. Where is there not karma? I have 2 8s, a 4, the justice card, the devil. Yeah, there's karma. Okay, is there anything that doesn't involve karma? Any relationship, any situation, anything really? That's how you excuse yourself. You can't do this and you can't do that because it's just karma. Me sitting here talking to you is karma. Not every karma is bad. Karma is a bit more complicated than that. And it's inevitable. And you can't really resolve it by turning your back to it or by escaping it. You can only resolve it by engaging with the person you have karma with, the situation you have karma with. Forgiveness, resolution, change, those come from engagement, from interaction, from connection. If you just freeze time and turn your back, it will still be there, frozen in time until you face it. Maybe it will fester more, maybe it will grow more, because that in and of itself causes karma. Escapism, denial, abandonment. Want to look at the cards? Beautiful. 8 7 8 7. What some of you are currently doing is you're trying to avoid working on a new discovered karma by turning your back to it and simultaneously staying stuck in an already resolved karma that you're like, okay, enough, move on. So to avoid new presented karma, when I say new, of course it existed. I mean, you're newly aware of it and have the opportunity to engage with it, right? So you're avoiding the new karma by being stuck on the old karma. There's also a toxic relationship that you use to stay stuck. There's also a beautiful relationship that you are scared of because it's big. There's someone who is giving you advice but is actually confusing you. They're part of your friends group. They're kind of putting a wool over your eyes, not letting you see what is actually important. I don't know that they're doing that on purpose. They could be just projecting, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions kind of thing. But still, you are called to move away from bad advice and to cut some sort of connection that is based in control. Nine of Cups. 7, 8, 9. It will lead you, 10, the missing piece. It will lead you to an actual wish fulfillment. From a place of making yourself satisfied and happy, you will be able to make other people, your community, the greater good happy. But it starts with you. If you make yourself miserable in the name of making others happy, you will stay miserable and you will make them miserable by teaching them that the way to be is by making themselves miserable. It's like everyone is working so hard so that their children will have a better life, but then their children grow and work so hard so that their children will have a better life. And where is that child that everybody's working so hard so that they'll have a better, joyous life? Be that child. Break that wheel. Seven, 8, 9, 10 of Cups. Moving away from the smoke screen. Focusing on yourself, your wishes, your dreams, your desires. Gaining that bliss, that happiness, allowing yourself to enjoy that bliss that is presented to you like a gift wrap. Then we have Justice, the World, and the Devil as the major arcanas. King of Swords. 4, 7, 8 of Wands. Okay. Can you see well? The sun is kind of in front of me, so I can't see the screen well. That's right. 2 8s, 2 7s. That's better. This part is where it's the hardest for you to break through to get here. The repetition, the loops, the focusing on the things that you don't actually need to focus on. There's nothing you can do about it anyway. You can't go to that hell. You can't go to that war. You can't have that fight. You need to sit amongst the roses and have iced tea with your lover or with your friends. Boo-hoo. Okay, I'm not being sarcastic. I know it's hard. I'm very serious. I know. But you got to do it. You're doing it whether you like to or not, so you may as well surrender to it and start paying attention to things that are right in front of you, right? When you change the focus from the outside to what's right near you, what's close to you. Excuse me, bug, you can't be here. Thank you. Then you're able to focus on your relationships, on your friendships, on the dynamics, and see what works, what doesn't, what needs to be finalized and concluded, and what needs to be celebrated and continued. Maybe this righteous indignation of wanting to go to hell to help the miserable, wanting to go to war to help the needy, maybe, and the oppressed, maybe it's just you running away from dealing with your stuff. It's not that you're running away from joy because you feel guilty, you're running away from the issues that you've been ignoring that are very real. That person with that tight grip on you that you just let them. That friend with the terrible advice that always leads you astray. What you gonna do about that? Now, heroes are needed and saving the world is important. Don't get me wrong, I don't disregard that at all. You're just not currently in a position to do so. Maybe you have before. Maybe you will again. But right now, there are other priorities that you're guided to focus on. There are countries, people that currently are actively saving the world, sacrificing themselves and their people to do so. That's their dharma. Send them love and support and gratitude. Get up in the morning and build an awesome life for yourself. I'm going to do a sequel for this. It's going to be available for channel members on Shifter and Golden Ratio membership tiers, and it's going to be also available for separate purchase on Patreon. I hope to see you there. If not, still love you. Stay magic, stay true. I genuinely do love you. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.